Hey! Another tip. It's a really nice day to go out paddling. I live on a big lake though, on Chemong, the courses. And my house is across the road. I don't live on the water. I don't have that much money. But I can easily access it. Anyway, I'm blabbing. I want to go out paddling, but there's a bit of a chop. I'm in the prevailing winds where I am. So I still want to go paddling. And it's windy. So how do you do that, especially when you're solo? Well, first of all, it depends on how windy and what rough the conditions. If the waves are just rolling and they're not crashing, there's no white caps on top, then you're okay. When you start seeing white on the top, you might want to reconsider it. But right now they're just rollers, so it's okay. But it's not easy going into the wind. I mean, it's great going the other way, but not into the wind, but eventually you're going to have to go into the wind. In fact, most of the time you're going into the wind. Couple things, go low to the ground, okay? Put your weight at the front. If you don't have packs, if you're just doing a day trip, just get rocks, put the rocks in there. Put the dog in there. The dog doesn't want to leave me though. This is a prospector, so it's shaped in the sense that the back is the same shape as the front, so I can turn it around backwards and sit on the front seat and go backwards. So therefore the bow is, I'm tired. So the bow is actually lowered down. So you're not like going like this into the wind, because you don't want to do that at all. You want your bow down for sure. But the big ticket is not to push right into the wind like this, okay? If you do this, it's gonna hurt, okay? You do the same thing what a sailboat would do. You tack into the wind. So you go on an angle, 45-degree angle into the wind, and you're actually tacking it. So the wind actually has helped me propel forward. And what you do is you go zigzag down the lake like that. I gotta sit on something here. My knees are getting old. But you gotta keep it up, because so see what happened there? I didn't keep it up and the wind took me around to a 90 degree, and it's so hard to get back to that angle. So keep on that angle. I go low down, I also go to the side a bit like this. So I create a keel to keep me going straight. And also I paddle on the side opposite of when the wind is coming. So the wind's hitting me this way, I'm paddling on this side. If the wind was going this way, I'd be paddling on the other. Thank goodness I'm a left paddler right now, because I can paddle on my right, but I don't like it. And be really good at your J stroke, or I call it the Canadian stroke, or extended J, because you're going to be using that. Now, if you can't do that, do what's called the Goonie stroke, the rudder stroke, and what that is that you have your thumb up, push the water away like that, and you create a rudder. So that is effective. But what you're doing is you're doing forward stroke and then rudder, push the water away. So it does keep the canoe straight, but you brake every time you do that. You go forward, brake, forward, brake. So the J, that's the exact same thing. Notice my thumb's going down though. So it's a fluid stroke, I don't brake it. Especially if you do the Canadian stroke like that. Use the gunnel, don't be afraid to use the gunnel. There's nothing wrong with using the gunnel. And see? Look at the speed I'm going at, and I'm going into the wind. All right. What do you think, doggy? It's a big lake. And I'm getting old and out of shape, but I love it. Well, just to note though, if it is really rough, especially if you're solo, take your time out here. You're not in a rush, especially if you're on a trip. If it's too rough to go out anywhere, don't go. Just sit and have a nap, read a book. But man, I get up really early when I'm solo. So, because usually about 11 o'clock, which is now, it's about 10:30, the water gets choppy. But you got a calm moment in the morning to get some distance, see lots of wildlife, and then later on in the afternoon, it dies down. Okay. So the other issue to talk about is going with the wind. It's phenomenal, it's fantastic. Get a sail. But man, if it's really windy and it's howling down the lake, you gotta watch it, because water will come in at the stern. You'll be surfing a wave, the next thing you know, water will curl and then go into the canoe and might swamp you. And you don't want to get swamped when there's a big, huge, heavy wind out there. So just time yourself with the surf. maybe not even be out there at that time, even though like, woohoo, we're gonna go down this lake really fast. It might be too dangerous to do that. A lot of people don't realize that. If they think they're going in with the wind, it's a great saving grace, but not all the time. It can be quite dangerous. And yeah, you can do a canoe over canoe rescue and all that stuff that the textbooks talk about. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried doing a canoe over canoe during a storm? During huge waves? Oh well. It's a nice day to be out though.